I'm Tshekoetsile Keesi. Good afternoon. Tshekoetsile Keesi. I'll be presenting infant mortality, causes and intervention. Infant mortality is death of under 5 children within the first year of life. Globally, an estimate of 4.5 million, that is 75% of all under 5 children, occur within the first year of life in the year 2015. And 4.5 million children under the age of 5 died in 2015. Undeveloped countries have high infant mortality, 12 times than developed countries. Infant mortality rate has reduced from high number of 63 deaths per 1,000 live births in the year 1990 to 32 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2015 globally. High numbers of infant mortality, high numbers of infants die every year are found in developing countries, that is 50 per 1,000 live births, over 5 times higher than in the developed countries at the rate of 10 per 1,000 live births. The main causes and contributory factors that lead to this high number of deaths. World Health Organization has called for member countries to take serious of this matter. Issues surrounding the sexual reproductive health among the communities differ. These have significant differences in infant mortality. Causes of infant mortality include prematurity, sudden infant death syndrome, infections, birth asphyxia, diarrhea, malaria, and malnutrition. More than half of these early child deaths are preventable and treated, and should they have received good intervention, that is quality of care. Many deaths of children under the age of 5 can be reduced very remarkably if correct measures could be taken by member states of the World Health Organization and the world at large. Infant mortality was reduced by implementation of Millennium Development Goals 4 and 5. Infant mortality is one of the global health issues that do not put health countries at rest together with the World Health Organization. Birth rate determine the health and the well-being of the society. Health issues surrounding the health of the whole population can also impact on the mortality rate of infants. High infant mortality rate, together with other issues, forced World Health Organization and member states to come up with the Millennium Development Goals that were targeted for by 2015. Neonatal deaths account for a greater number that is calculated to 75% of the total infant mortality. High possibilities of neonates die within 28 days, and this accounts for 45% of child death under the age of 5 years. Most causes of infant mortality are attributed to poor management of mother during pregnancy, during neonatal, perinatal, during labor, postnatal, and child care. Care of mother of childbearing through all the stages of her life is important. Health women can give healthy baby when she has received good care throughout her pregnancy. First day of the child is very important. Hence, care for the baby, for the newborn, is very vital together with the maternal care. Healthcare delivering facilities should be equipped with high technology equipment and skilled manpower birth attendants. Millennium Development Goals from 1990 and many countries have accelerated the child survival interventions. Still more to be done by countries to reduce the infant mortality rate to 25 deaths per 1,000 live births by 2030. The background. Infant mortality is one of the global issues that the world are not happy about. Health infant mortality rate, together with the issues, for the Health Organization and member countries to come up with the interventions that will reduce the deaths of infants. Different countries have their own ways of dealing with health problems in regard to what they have as countries. Lack of resources and scarce skilled manpower has great impact on the healthcare delivery of all the countries. According to health statistics, they are about 5.9 million deaths of under 5 children globally who are die annually as for 2015. Back in the 1990s, infant mortality was at 8.9 million. That decreased to 4.9 million in 2015. Globally, the infant mortality has been estimated at the rate of 63 deaths per 1,000 live births in 1990 to 33 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2005. Neonatal deaths account for a greater number that is calculated at 75 of the total infant mortality. Neonatal mortality is death occurring within the first 28 days of life, that is 4 weeks. Many infants die due to preventable causes. Should safe quality care have been employed by skilled health personnel. Studies shows that many neonates die during the first day of their life, about 45%, and mostly they die due to prematurity and other causes such as infection, congenital defects, poor maternal and child care during pregnancy, delivering, injury, and malnutrition. We continue. Between the year 1990 and 2015, 62 of the 195 countries which, with available estimates, met the Millennium Development Goal number 4, that target of two-thirds reduction in the under 5 mortality. That is from WHO 2015. The birth of Millennium Development Goal that was to address different health issues and reduction of infant mortality and reduction of maternal death were among them, and they go together because addressing reducing maternal mortality at the same time addressing the infant mortality. When you address the health of the mother, it means even the baby that is expected, you would have attended the health of such, since a healthy mother is one who can deliver a healthy baby. There are 5 top causes of infant mortality around the world wide, and some causes were the same in 2010 as they were in 1990. It starts with the health delivery of the particular country to implement the interventions at hand to prevent this death. After the period of Millennium Development Goals, the countries are in the process to agree to the Sustainable Development Goals, which is to intensify the interventions to prevent preventable infant mortality across the globe. The proposal is for all countries aiming to reduce under 5 mortality to at least as long as 25 per 1,000 live births. At the moment, 79 countries have an under 5 mortality rate above 25, and 47 of them will not meet the proposed Sustainable Development Goal target of 25 per 100 by 2030, should they continue their current trends in reducing the under 5 mortality rate. I use the internet database to collect my information. The result, infant mortality rate can be reduced in large numbers should the government, with help of World Health Organization, can strengthen interventions to fight to reduce infant death. Here are the manner before and through pregnancy can improve both maternal and infant survival locally and internationally. The 2.7 million babies who die every year in 28 days of their first life, and a similar number are stillborn who are mostly not reported by the countries. Within the first month, up to half of the deaths occur within the 24 hours of birth, and 75 occur in the first week. Infant deaths are more in the developing countries than in the developed countries, and these babies die from similar problems in both countries. Newborn death dropped from 4.6 million in 1990 to 3.3 million in 2009, but fell only slightly during the last decade. An annual decrease of infant death from 8.9 million in 1990 to 4.5 million in 2015 has been reported. The average annual rate of reduction in under 5 mortality has accelerated from 1.8 a year over the period 1990 to 2000 to 3.9 for 2000 and 2015. Continuing health education should be the responsibility of management of each department so that each provider could give safe and quality care timely. It is the responsibility of each government to have skilled health personnel in the delivery care to the mother and the child. Conclusion. Infant mortality is an international problem in that all countries are concerned with. Efforts have been made to reduce infant mortality because some problem can be prevented. The reduction of 32 deaths per 1,000 from 63 per 1,000 shows much improvement globally. There has been a remarkable reduction in countries like USA, who are at 6 deaths per 1,000 live births. 69 countries need to accelerate reduction to 12 live births by 2030. World Health Organization help countries and its member states to strengthen health issues to provide interventions to all children. So all children will be